Good afternoon, I'm Jess De Los Santos. This is One News Now. A new isolation site has been opened for residents and inmates of Batangas who may contract the coronavirus. For the latest update, we have JC Cosico live from Ibaan, Batangas. JC is a new quarantine facility ready to accept patients.
Yes, just the provincial government of Batangas is gearing up for the possible increase of COVID-19 infections. The Malaina Rehabilitation and Evacuation Center in Ibaan Town has been converted into a quarantine facility, which officials say is the biggest in the province and will also accept PDLs infected with COVID-19. The site can house around 80 suspect and probable cases, including mild and asymptomatic COVID-19 patients from the province. Each of them will have their own portalet and a modular tent with bed, electric fan, and toiletries. The government will also provide them with food, Wi-Fi, and medicine while under quarantine. About 60 medical personnel from the Calabarzon PLP will man the facility. They will also have a separate area, so interactions with patients are kept to a minimum. A separate two-story building is being reserved for persons deprived of liberty in case the virus finds its way to jails. The building can accommodate around 20 persons. The isolation site is now ready to accept patients. Officials also assure the public that they have nothing to worry about as the area is isolated from residential communities. Health and security protocols will be strictly observed to prevent the virus from spreading. Here's what the DOH Calabarzon has to say about the facility.
Hindi sila makahawa at hindi maghirap yung sa loob ng ating mga kampo. Kasi sa isang bilibid, kita naman natin ang environment. Kaya no matter what, pagka nagkasakit ka ron, lahat sunod-sunod, yung pigsan na nga lang. Isa lang ang magkaroon, lahat sila nakakapigsa na. So, hindi naman yung infectious na nakakahawa, pero dahil sa init ng kapaligiran, yung moist sa kapaligiran, makakahawa-hawa talaga. More so kung COVID yan.
JES officials will also convert the tents here at the facility, which were originally used by residents who were affected by the Taal volcano eruptions. Container vans will also be placed here and will be converted to a facility. Now, as of 4 p.m. yesterday, the Batangas province has a total of 151 COVID-19 cases, 80 of which have recovered. JES?
Okay, JC, as it is, you have some LGUs now conducting random testing of residents, including those not exhibiting any symptoms. Is this being done in Batangas too?
Just we talked to the Batangas PAO about this and sinasabi nila ay wala pa silang ganitong programa. The ones being tested or the frontliners pa lamang sa ngayon. Jess?
Okay, to be clear, so far, meron na bang PDL sa Batangas na na-test at nag-positive sa COVID-19?
Jess, sa ngayon naman daw ay safe pa naman lahat ng mga jail sa Batangas at wala pa namang PDL na nag-contract ng COVID-19. At iad ko lamang, maliban doon sa mga frontliners na tinetest for COVID-19, ay tinetest rin nila yung kanilang mga suspects and probable cases. Jess?
All right, thank you for those updates. That was JC Cosico reporting live from Ibaan, Batangas. Presidential spokesperson Harry Roque says the country is still on the first wave of COVID-19 infections.
Tayo po ngayon ay nasa first wave. Pag sinabi nating wave, ano ba yan sa Tagalog? Yan po ay alon. Ang alon, tumataas, bumababa. Nagpapatuloy po ang first wave. Sa katunayan, nagpatuloy ito sa buwan ng Pebrero na meron tayong konting mga kaso na nai-report at lumobo sa buwan ng March. Nagsisimula na po ang pag-flatten ng curve.
The statement directly contradicts the Health Department's assessment about the country's current outbreak cycle. Just yesterday, Health Secretary Francisco Duque said the Philippines is already riding the second wave of infections. In fact, he said the government is already bracing for a possible third wave. Here are other headlines we're keeping our eyes on. A Senate committee will hear Senate Bill 1473 today. The measure aims to give consumers a one-month reprieve and the option to pay charges in 3 installments for all electric, water, and telephone bills in times of calamity. 42 barangay officials are facing criminal charges for alleged irregularities in the payout of the DSWD's Social Amelioration Program. This is an almost 80% increase from the original number of officials charged just 4 days ago. And the NBI says the gun recovered from retired Army Corporal Winston Ragos may have been planted after he was shot by a policeman at a Quezon City checkpoint. The Bureau's Death Investigation Division is still building up the case, with witnesses claiming that Ragos was unarmed. For more updates, follow News 5, the Philippine Star and Business World Online. I'm Jess De Los Santos. We are One News.